Hey guys, it's Lenny. Today I'm doing this video because I want to share with all of you my Michael Kors watch collection. And so I thought it would be a great idea not only to share my Michael Kors collection with you guys, but also be able to review it a little bit. So if you are considering buying a Michael Kors watch, kind of give you an idea which one you should consider and which one you should completely remove from your shopping list. So let's go ahead and let's get started. So this Michael Kors watch is my first Michael Kors watch that I bought at Macy's, and I definitely recommend this watch. So if this is a Michael Kors watch that you are considering buying, I definitely recommend that you get it. Number one, it's just a beautiful, classy watch, especially if you're into gold watches like I am. It might sound like it's big. It's 43 millimeters, the face of the watch. If you have a very small wrist, it will look huge on your wrist, but the longer you wear it, you will get used to it and it won't feel as big. And since I've had it, I've never had any issues with it. It has never stopped working. The time is working, the date. I haven't had any issues with the color, the gold fading or anything. The only thing that I do notice about these Michael Kors watches is that they tend to scratch easily, so you have to be very careful. I mean, it's not like anything major, like you have to go and return the watch or not buy it, but just be very careful. So when it comes to this watch, I definitely recommend it, and it really goes with everything. You can wear with something nice, classy, and fancy, or you can wear it down with a t-shirt and jeans. So this watch, which is the same as the other one I showed you first, is the same exact watch except that the inside part of the watch is brown. And same review. It's a beautiful, gorgeous, classy watch. The only bad thing about this watch is that the inside is brown, so you really can't wear with everything. I personally love wearing this watch whenever I wear things like this, which, you know, has a lot of brown, or just things that are going to match with this brown tone on the inside of the watch. So you really cannot wear it with everything. Although I have completely, worn these things with simple things like jeans and a t-shirt and just simple things like that. But if you want to pick between this one or the first one, honestly, I would say you should stick to the first one, which has the regular white face, because it goes with everything. Unless, of course, you are considering buying more than one watch, then I definitely recommend this one if you are into the brown color, which I completely love this watch, and it's the reason why I decided to get it. Although a lot of people mentioned that it was a bad idea to have two similar watches. The color, the gold on the watch hasn't faded at all, and it's a very, very shiny gold. So if you don't like shiny watches, then this is not the one for you. It is completely shiny all over the face of the watch, and on the band it is matte on the center and shiny on the edges. Okay, so the third watch that I bought is this same watch as the first two, but this one is silver, the same size. The face is 43 millimeters. And I have to say, once again, this is a great quality watch. This is the one that did get scratched on this side, right here. It had a lot of scratches. I couldn't figure out why in the world it had so many scratches. I was horrified when I saw it. I figured probably either I bought it like that and I never noticed, or it was due to the charm bracelets and all those bracelets that I was wearing with this watch, and maybe they scratched my watch. So what I did is I went to the store and I exchanged it, because I wasn't willing to keep it like that, because it was pretty recent after I bought it that I noticed that. So, I try to be very careful. I don't wear any bracelets on this arm anymore because I don't want to risk scratching my watches anymore. So if you are considering buying one Michael Kors watch and you are undecided between the gold or the silver, I mean, of course, it depends on your taste. If you really love gold, then go for the gold. But if you like them both equally, I would say go with the silver, because, I mean, the gold does go with everything, but the silver, I mean, we all know silver goes with everything. Unless, of course, the accessories that you're wearing are gold. But otherwise, this is a very, easy watch to wear. It's not the type of watch that people are going to just look down and stare at your wrist. I mean, it's kind of like a functional watch. It's very nice, and it has a nice size in order to be obvious but not too flashy. So the next watch that I bought, I'm actually sharing the watches in the order that I bought them, is this two-toned one. And this one, the face is a little bit bigger than the first three that I shared with all of you. This one, as you can tell, has more of a masculine look and feel. The feel because it's a little bit bigger, and the look, I think for me, two-tone watches always look a little bit more masculine, and I feel that the way that the numbers look and just the Roman numerals, it just gives the watch an overall masculine feel. Personally, I love that. Not all the time, it depends on the look that I'm going for. Now, if you think that you have a very small and petite wrist, this might not be the watch for you, because you might consider it to be a little bit on the heavy side for your wrist. And I think that when it comes to fashion and looking good, the main thing is comfort. You don't want a beautiful watch if it's going to feel too heavy or uncomfortable. For example, for my sister, who has somewhat of a smaller wrist than I do, she complains about this watch because she says that she doesn't like the masculine look and feel, and she feels that's a little bit too on the heavy side for her. I do not have an issue with it. I love this watch, but I do have to admit I don't wear it as often as I wear my other watches. I just kind of save it for certain occasions when I want a particular look and feel. So do I recommend this watch? Honestly, if you are someone who's trying to buy, like I said, one watch or two, I do not recommend that you add this one to your collection unless you completely love two-tone watches and you love the masculine feel, then go for it. Otherwise, if you want something that's functional and if you want something that's going to match with a lot of looks and outfit, I do not recommend this one. Quality-wise, when it comes to the color, I haven't noticed anything negative about it, but then again, I don't wear it that often on a daily basis in order to know whether it's, very good quality or not. I would guess that Michael Kors is good quality, but you never know. I've read some, bad reviews about some of the Michael Kors watches. So don't ever let, the name and the brand fool you. The next watch that I got is this one, which I personally love. Obviously, that's why I decided to get it. Now, although I love this watch, especially because of the gold and just this nice bone color, I think is gorgeous, I do not recommend you to add this watch to your collection if you're only planning on buying one or two watches. This is not the type of watch that I would recommend that anyone wears on a daily basis, but then again, when it comes to fashion, feel free to do whatever pleases you and whatever you like. Now, like I said, you can wear your watches with whatever outfit you like as long as you think you look good. But for me personally, I think this watch looks a lot nicer and it stands out more when you wear it with white outfits or beige outfits, or maybe something on the golden side. If you wear it with like just regular colors like purple and red, yellow, it will look nice because it's a nice watch. But the times that I've worn it like that, I've noticed that it doesn't really pop that much. I feel that it just looks a lot fancier when I wear it with white colors or beige colors. Now, when it comes to the actual quality of this material, it will feel a lot different. If you're used to wearing other watches like the first few that I shared with you, you will notice that it feels a lot lighter on your wrist because of the material. The other ones, the gold, the silver, and the two-tone that I shared, are a lot heavier. So once you get used to those heavy watches and you put this on, you're going to feel like you're not wearing anything on your wrist. So it will feel a little bit weird at first. You just have to get used to it. It's not uncomfortable. It just feels a little bit different when you wear this type of material. Quality wise, I really wouldn't be able to say if it's strong enough, because in order for me to say something like that, I would have to wear the watch on a daily basis. And this is not the type of watch that I would, wear on a daily basis. Looking at the material and just feeling it, I have to say I would feel a little bit scared to wear it too often because it doesn't feel as strong as the other watches. So that's one of the things that you should consider when buying a watch like this. Okay, so the last watch that I got myself, and I promised myself that it would be the last Michael Kors watch for a very, very long time. Actually, years. I'll wait years before I ever buy myself another watch. That's if I even buy. I don't think I need any more. But this is my last Michael Kors watch. And I'm not going to say that it's my favorite one, because I would say that my first gold one is my favorite one. But right now, for now, this is like the one that I've been wearing more often because I really like it. And the reason why I like it is because of the size. It's the biggest one I have. The face of this watch is 46 millimeters. I'm not sure if there's a men's watch or a unisex, but in some websites, this watch is marked as a men's watch, and in other stores it's marked as unisex, either female or male. Now, this watch is just, I think it's gorgeous. The difference between this one and my first gold one, obviously, is the face. It doesn't have the Roman numerals. It's a lot rounder, and just, it's a lot thicker. You can see the glass, how it sticks out. It's a lot thicker. The other one doesn't have that. The band is a lot wider. And also the difference is the color gold. The other one is shiny on the outside and matte on the inside. And this one is the opposite. This one is matte on the outside and shiny on the center. And then right here, the circular part is shiny, but it's not as shiny as the other one. So that's kind of what makes it a little bit more wearable, although it's bigger, because it's not as shiny. Now, I love this watch. The very first time that I wore this watch to a party, I got a few compliments on that same day, and most of the compliments were from guys. I think the reason why a lot of guys notice this watch is because it's a masculine watch. I really do feel that it's a men's watch. And although I know it looks and it feels like a men's watch, I love it, so I don't mind wearing it. And I don't know if it's because it's a men's watch, but when I was resizing it, I kind of have issues with the resizing part. Right now, it's kind of loose, like it tends to go down, but I prefer having it like this because if I remove another link, it feels very, very tight, to the point where I have like a mark on my wrist every time I remove the watch. So I decided to just leave it loose like this, like a bracelet, because there's just, you know, the extreme. It's either very loose or very tight. And I think the reason for that issue is because this is a men's watch, so it's geared for the size of a men's wrist. But then again, that's just my guess. I might be wrong. So quality wise, what do I think about this watch? Honestly, I think that the color gold of this watch is not that high of a quality. I think it's somewhat in between. I did notice when I bought it that there's some sections that have the section of the gold that looks a little bit faded, but it's so minor that I really didn't make a big deal when I got home and noticed that. I didn't even bother exchanging the watch. But compared to my first gold and this one, I would say that quality wise, this one is a little bit more on the bad quality when it comes to the color gold, but not bad to the point where I wouldn't recommend it. It's such a beautiful watch and it makes such a statement that I definitely recommend it. So anyways, this is all for this review video. I hope all of you enjoyed watching my Michael Kors watch collection and learning a little bit about what I had to say about my watches. And don't forget, guys, to subscribe and rate this video. Bye, guys.